Right, I'm a massive fan of the Insta360 Go series cameras, and the Insta360 Go 3 really did step up. It is a fantastic little camera that you can basically take everywhere with you, and I love doing that. I really do. Right, one thing that I'm not too fond of when it comes to Insta360 Go 3 is the pod. It's got quite a bit of lag, but it's nice that we have now a screen on it, and it makes filming much easier. You can pick it up for $380 for the 32GB version, or $430 for the 128GB version, which is the one I recommend because, you know, 128GB is going to go a lot further than 32. Now, this lag I'm talking about is only visible when you press record. When it's not recording, there really isn't much lag. And there is next to zero lag when you're using it with the actual application, which is nice because you can stick it on the front of your car and you can see exactly what you're filming. Right, so it's a little bit loud here, but I now have the Go 3 stuck on a bus stop. And this is what I can see on the screen here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. But now I have the preview right here, and I can see what I'm filming, which is very nice. On this little sucker here, we have an 11mm lens. That's equivalent in 35mm format. We have an f2.2 aperture. It weighs 35 grams, which is basically nothing, and I can take it off and move it right over here. And that's how cool it looks. This thing has got two microphones, so this is what you can hear me like. And it's pretty loud here. So, for example, we have a tram going by right now. And this is what it sounds like with my voice and the tram. It's nice that I can see myself. It's nice that it's so light. It's nice that I can basically mount it on just about any surface I like. You get a whole load of cool mounts. One of them looks like this. I mean, this is like a tree mount. You can do anything with it. It's a hard piece of, you know, rubber with metal inside it, and it basically can mount right there like that. I mean, isn't that cool? Doesn't that look funky? So all in all, I really do enjoy using the Insta360 Go 3 because it's such a small little camera you can take anywhere with you. One thing I do wish is that Insta360 would drop this in black, because it's white, and the security guard just told me I'm not allowed to film here, which is a bunch of crap because I film here basically every day. So yeah, and I can see myself now on the application. So with this little magnet right here, what I can do is this, and now you can see where I am and where I'm going, and you can actually see the app. Now let's have a look at how much lag there really is in this app. There's a little bit of lag. It's definitely a lot less than you can see on the little pod. Now, it does a pretty good job when it comes to the dynamic range. It's not too bad, as you can see. The highlights and the shadows aren't looking too shabby. And I really do like the POV kind of view, where you can walk around, you can be complete hands-free, you can be doing what you want, and, you know, you can have this funky look. So yeah, really nicely put together little camera. Now, I do have the Go 2, and it's definitely one of my favorite ever cameras. And this is what it all sounds like walking around town. The skies look really nice and blue. I am in standard, by the way. I can show you guys the other two. I thoroughly enjoy using the time shift option because you have the option to add motion blur, which just makes everything look really fantastic. Right, we also have something called free frame video, which means that basically you can frame it freely any way you want. And the great thing about it is that you can use 360-degree stabilization in it. It's not in 2.7K, it's in 1440, but, you know, I can spin this around in circles and nothing will happen. It should stay more or less level with horizon. That's a pretty cool thing nowadays, having 360, you know, horizon leveling. It also does have pre-record, so if you have that turned on and you miss, you know, a crash or something, then it would have recorded about 30 seconds beforehand before you press the actual record button. That's kind of magic right there. Right, in case you're wondering what 1080p looks like, it looks like this. It's not very pretty, but yeah. Oh, look at that. Right there. Wow. We're pulling in windows. And this is what that same shot looks like in 2.7K. So there's no doubt quite a bit of difference in the resolution. In terms of time-lapse, it's really easy to use. Set it up in the actual camera or the app, press record, and it does it for you. This is an in-edit zoom. In terms of stabilization, this is what it looks like. I'm basically walking with the camera, not doing any kind of weird special ninja moves. And it's quite bumpy here, but this is what it looks like when it comes to stabilization. And looking at the screen on the iPhone, I gotta tell you, this looks like I'm floating or I'm on some kind of slider, because it's insane. This building here is coming down in about a month. It is a cult classic hotel here in Łódź, Poland, and it is about to be dead. Shame. I really love this place. It had a lot of character, unlike a lot of the new hotels nowadays. Fun stuff. This is what it looks like when I'm holding it at an arm's length on this crazy windy pole. It's a pretty cool pole. It does quite a lot, actually. Anyway, when it comes to the battery, it charges really fast, like the DJI Action series. So about 35 minutes, you've got 100% on the battery on the Go 3. And in just about an hour, you've got 100% on the actual pod. Now, my test, it's about 40 to 50 minutes of recording time on the Go 3. And the pod has about 150 160 minutes on it. So all in all, you get a really great amount of battery, and I love that it does PD charging because I hate that on the GoPro. These are the lenses and what they look like. As I've said, I prefer the linear lens above all. Right, to sum it up, you know, it's a great little camera. It is magnetic. It charges via USB-C. -5 meters when it comes to waterproof. You go down 5 meters. Temperature -20 to 40 plus. That's in Celsius. So all in all, it is a really very nice camera. And the Go 2 is no doubt my favorite tiny little action camera. I mean, it goes everywhere with me. And even though I'd like better quality with 4K, I know it might overheat. Maybe they might come out with a Go 4 where it doesn't overheat. But I got to tell you, this is no doubt one of the best action cameras I've ever used in my life. And I love it to bits. I just wish it was black. And I wish there was less lag on the screen. Insta360, thank you. And if you have any questions, comments down below. If you did like my film, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And, you know, ring that bell.